But I'm coming on for a little while. I'm driving, and we'll see where the road may take us. But I came on here for a little while. Like I said, if I can get through here, we'll be all right. Go through the red light. Go ahead, go through the red light. Go ahead. Idiots. Oh, don't talk like that, Rob. You're a Christian. Yeah. Right. Like, I'm perfect. I don't like to get mad or anything, but you know what? People have, they're getting worse, and, especially over here. Let me tell you something, especially over here. Move this up a little bit. Hopefully, I don't know. Like I said, I touch a button and everything goes haywire here. Well, I hope everybody's doing well, and I'm not going to notify anybody anymore when I go live, because, like I said, this title is what it is, and I mean it, and that's all I'm going to need, and if anything's going to go one way or another, it's going to be because of him. That's for sure. That's for sure. That is for sure. And I've learned that. You know, as I've gone through my trials, you know, it's all about him. God will take care of everything. Not you know, whatever. Let's see if anybody's here. I don't know. 2 people here. Nobody said hello. Anyway. God will always provide for you. God will always take care of you if you surrender. If you turn to people, you're going to fail. Now, as brothers and sisters, we should be there for one another, but we're not. I've learned that pretty good. I mean, yeah, some of us are, but I've learned that pretty good more by being here, to be honest. And that's not a knock on anybody, but I'm kind of tired of certain things that keep going on here, and so I'm going to say basically bye to some people, like I said I was going to do before, but now I'm going to do it. So if you don't support a ministry, and I'm not talking financially, you know, you're not doing anything for God. And you know, I try to put myself out there. I try to text people to say hello, how you doing, and they don't answer back. That's a sign of disrespect, number 1. And number 2, you never were my brother, you never were my sister, because a brother and sister don't do that stuff. I don't care what's going on in your life. You don't do that stuff. Kind of tired of that, to be honest. Well, I'm just doing this for God. And like I said, I got one person in here. That's usually the most I have anyway. So I'm doing it for him. And if people don't like that, if people have said, I'm stuck in the world, so are you. So are you. Because all you care about are things in the world. That's all you do is care about the worldly things. And you tell me, when I was going through my trial, oh, let it go, don't worry about it, it's nothing. Yeah, but when you're going through a trial, I heard you cry, I heard you get upset. I heard that. That's okay, though. Well, I'm doing this for him, and it's always been for him, and I'm going forward. Whether people want to say hello or come in and do anything, they don't have to do anything anymore. I don't need them. This is my final word on it. I'm done. I don't need you. I don't need you. Hey, Delcy. It's sad but true, Delcy. They, like I said, you know, I've reached out to people that I met here, and to not answer me over a text message, I'm kind of tired of it. And I don't care what their excuse is. You know, I've tried my best here, honestly. I worked my butt off here, and you know, people they attacked me, and they're still doing it to some degree. You know, they're still doing it. I've had people off YouTube send me stupid texts that thought they were my brother or sister. Some sister said, "Oh, I know where you live," but sending me pictures of my house. One brother's making fun of me, my heritage. These are brother and sisters. Lukewarm, like I said, lukewarm at best. Most Christians, that's right. Right. That's right, Delcy. No appreciation. no appreciation of what is done here. No, I don't want to help Rob out. Why should I help a ministry out? Why? What's in it for me? And I'm not talking about money. People have got to stop associating this with money too. Why should I help Rob? Why should I do this? Why? What's in it for me? You'll never know that you're helping the word of God get out there. You'll never know that. You'll never know. And like I said, it's a parable of the talents. If God gave you one talent and you buried it, you're doing nothing for him. And he said, I'm going to take that away from you and give it to the one who had 5 talents. I'm doing this for him. All the glory's for him. Like I said, people don't like my style. They don't like that I come off tough. Then goodbye. Like I said, this is the last time. This is the last time. We're supposed to stick together. And the church is falling apart. While Satan's church is coming together. I met some great people here too. Some amazing brothers and sisters. But those are few and far between. I mean, to be made fun of my heritage. You made fun of my heritage, and I know what you did. I know what you did. These are brothers and sisters? No. If I don't hear from people, I text them, and I reach out to them, nobody answers. What are we, 8 years old? You're my brother or sister, or you're not. That's the way it's gonna be. That's it. But this is the last time I'm doing something like this. That's what I'm doing, Delsey. That's what I'm doing. But my point is, you say you're my brother and sister, but you do not act like it. You do not act like it. Come on here, and I do this for him. And like I said, if people want to go to another channel, go to another ministry, by all means do it. They're probably doing it anyway. But this channel teaches truth, and it's tough, and it comes with love, and it comes with everything about God. Everything is taught here about God, and it's all truth, because I cannot lie about the word, and people just don't like that. So I'm not going anywhere. My own brothers and sisters attack me? Come on. You're not then. You're not a brother or sister then. Oh, you're 72. God bless you, Delsey. Yeah, I'm learning it more. I mean, I've been around the block quite a few times. Don't get me wrong. I grew up in the streets. I grew up where, it's dog eat dog, and you got to fight, and you got to fight for yourself. But this is a whole different ballgame here. This is a whole different thing that we're talking about here. And people don't want to get on board, just for my ministry. And I always tell people, I want you a part of the ministry. I don't want this. This isn't about me. But if I text someone and you don't answer, that's like the 4th time now. And then that's it. I don't hear from them. So you're my brother or sister? You got something going on? We all do. But it's funny how I got ridiculed for what I was going through. Oh, Rob, don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. Trust God. Trust. And then the minute they went through something, they were crying. It's all right. It don't matter. Like I said, all I need is him, and I'll do this on my own if I got it. And it won't stop until he tells me to stop. We all go through hell. We all go through stuff. And my cross has been very tough for me personally to bear. Hey, sister, my cross has been very tough for me to bear. And like I said, people are going to attack me. Continually do so, you're blocked. That's it. I don't want you in my life. You're not going to be a part of my life. I'm doing all right, sister. How you been? nothing, sister. I just I'm learning as I go each day, sister, like we all are, that a lot of brothers and sisters are not real. Now, again, that goes for life in general, you know. But if you're the body of Christ, you cannot, you have to be different. You have to be a certain way that's different. So I'm not hurt or anything. I'm not upset or anything. But I genuinely care about people. You know, I do, and that probably, you know, gets you in trouble too a lot of times, to be honest. And people have been great here. Like I said, I met some great people here too. But I met a lot of demons here. A lot of them. I don't even do these anymore, driving anymore, but I got nothing to do, so I said, why not come on? Well, it's true. All I'm going to need is him, and he's got me through, and he's blessed me with some things while I'm doing this, and it's nobody's right. It's nobody's right to even say you shouldn't get that or you shouldn't do that. You don't know what this entails. Like I said before, the work of the Lord, you have no idea. No idea. All day long, you got to answer questions or get attacked, and then you got to fight with the Word of God. I don't mind that at all. And that's another aspect of this, putting yourself out there. And there should be much more appreciation for teachers. The real teachers, much more appreciation. We here at this build. Oh, close. That's right, Delsey. Love them at a distance. God understands it. That's right. I do. I got a big heart. You know, I do. I am tough. There's no doubt about it. You know, I am tough. And I teach the word tough. I can't be any different. Hey, Sindano, I haven't seen you in a while. I'm straight into that. That wouldn't be good. But when you show support for a ministry, you're not giving to me, you're giving to God. Again, I'm not even talking about finances. I'm just saying in general. You know, people that want to help with the ministry or spread my channel or this and that or whatever it may be. Help me get views, help me do this. And you're helping me get the word out. And like I said, I teach the truth. There's not much out there. Italians are tough. That's right, Delsey. I mean, I've been through a lot in my life personally. But my own personal battle is my crutch. And like I said, I regret showing some emotions here when I was going through it. But at the same time, it was good to show that even pastors or teachers go through it too. You know, we go through it even worse. To me. So I am tough. I might have broke down a few times, but you know, without support, whatever kind of ministry it is, physical building. And like I said, this is better than a physical building because I reach people outside the country. I met people from other countries. Pretty amazing. Like I said, I don't have the big channel where I have so many subscribers and so much support. I don't have that. And there's I don't understand why. The devil don't want that. So I've urged people to reach out and help and again, whatever ministry they're doing, watching or doing. Matthew 9:11. Matthew is a great book. I mean, obviously all the Gospels are a great book. I was actually reading John today. So we all have our trials, our tribulations. We all have our problems. I've always said that too. I never tried to make my issues out bigger than anybody else. Maybe it appeared that way, but it never. I never do that. You're supposed to lift up the teachers and pastors. The Bible even tells you that. I forgot. I was even doing it online. That's your job. You know, it's your job to uplift your teachers and pastors that are out there on the front lines. And people just fall away, especially my channel. They fall away. They don't like that I say truth. And they get mad at me. I don't like that you said that. I tell people I didn't say it. God said it. If you don't like it, take it up with him. I don't like to. I don't even know what. I don't get any growth from doing this anymore. Driving around. I used to do these a lot, but no more. So I've asked people to run playlists and this and that, and nobody's doing it. Pretty simple, but nobody wants to do that, and that's their choice. I can't force people to do anything. Hold on, Delsey. I'm gonna try to pull over. I don't know if I can fit here. Maybe I can. Hold on, guys. Come on, you could go. What are you waiting for? Go. 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 Go ahead, go. Pain in the butts, all of them. The room? You got plenty of room to go. Where was I? Let's see what Del said. The worst hurts are from Christians because they should know better. That's right, sister. This is what I've tried to tell people. So, I need, to be uplifted and be supported in every way. And I'm doing this basically by myself here. Obviously, I met some great people, and there's one in particular, and I can't say that person's name, but it's been an absolute incredible support for me. And without that support, without the all the encouragement and all this and that, it don't work. And I've had people, my own people, said that I'm caught up in the world when you're caught up in the world, if not worse. I'm doing this for the kingdom. I'm out here in the front line. That's more than what you could possibly do. And that doesn't make me better or anything else. But when you're picked to do this, let me tell you something. It is a rough go. It is a rough go. And like I said, I get 4 or 5 people in here the most, and that's a shame. That's a shame. But again, I don't care anymore. And from this point on, I don't care whether people talk to me anymore or do anything anymore. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not reaching out to the people I've texted and they don't answer. I wish you all the best. If you text me, I will not answer you back. You're not coming in this channel no more. You're going to be blocked, and that's going to be it. I'm sorry. People may say that don't sound like a Christian. You know what? I don't need that anymore. I don't need it. I mean, you contact someone to make sure they're doing okay, or just see how you're doing, and then you don't get answered. It's too many times here. Too many times. Oh, I don't like Rob. He's this and that. So I've said, I don't need you no more. You want someone that's just going to hug you all day. Hold on. I 72 when I stay. After a month, I'll know. That's right, Delsey. They don't. They talk a big game. People talk a big game. And then they don't conduct themselves. They don't act like Christians. Now, yeah, I may be a little tough for people. But again, John the Baptist probably was 100 times tougher than I am. And Paul was probably too. I definitely know John the Baptist was, that's for sure. John the Baptist was calling the Jews brood of vipers. Telling them you're going to be cast into the fire. That was pretty tough. I don't think he was holding their hand and rubbing it. And saying, you know what? You're a bunch of brutal vipers. You're going to be taken and put into the lake of fire. No, he was tough. And to teach this word correctly, you have to be tough. And ever since I started teaching it, I can tell you almost everything's been taken away from me. Even a part of me. So whatever ministry, if it's a good Bible-based teaching ministry, if you go to a building and you don't support it, then what are you doing there? And it reminds me of the Catholics where they come in 10 minutes late and they leave 10 minutes early and they put $1 in the basket. Well, what are you doing? Well, what is that? That's like an insult to God. That's what God says to God. That's right, sisters and Diane. Always be bold. God is. Hold on, sit down. Yep, you got to be bold. God is pleased to those who. You have to be bold when doing this word. Now, again, some people, teach it differently or whatever, but it's just not me. I can't do that. I cannot do that. I've always said I'm a sinner just like everybody else. I've definitely sinned less. I'll never be sinless, but I've sinned less. And that's because of him, but I'm not perfect. But I know this, I have to teach the word correctly. That I do know. And sometimes I get a little tough with people. I just think it's a shame, like Dulcie said. They don't, you have to be a Christian for life. It can't be just for a week or a month. You can't do that. Again, you have to uplift your pastors and your teachers. It doesn't have to be me. I've said this all the time. But wherever you're going, wherever you're doing, you have to uplift them. And if you're not doing it, you're doing nothing for the kingdom. You become lukewarm. I've told you this before. You have to do something for the kingdom. It doesn't have to be major. It doesn't have to be teaching in front of people or making videos. It doesn't have to be anything major, but you better be doing something. We learn and continue to trust in God. That's right, Dulcie. And like I said, I met some people that have been an incredible support, and they still are. And they know that I love them to death, and I do anything for them as well. And that's the way it's supposed to be, because I told you, together we're stronger. I take my time out to do these things too. Again, it's for him. But I wanted this community to come together. And maybe I did a bad job, I don't know. But again, I speak truth. And sometimes the truth separates. So, if people can't run a playlist for me to get certain hours so I could get monetized so the channel could be put out there more, I can't beg anybody. I can't force anybody to do anything they don't want to do. But if I had 10 people running a playlist every day, I would get to my hours. But it's not about that. It's about what's in it for them. They'll say the same thing about me, but no. I try to keep telling people what I'm doing for the work of the Lord. This is harder than your first job, but I have a job. This is a job. What do you think of trunk or treat? Is that something new, sister? Trunk or treat? Or you meant to say trick or treat? Did you meant to, is that something different, sister, before I answer? Did you mean to say trick or treat, or is trunk or treat something different? No, that's correct. What's trunk or treat, sister? I'm not familiar with that phrase. Trick or treat, yeah. I don't think they should be doing anything Halloween, but just explain what the trunk means, and then I shall answer. Ugh. Oh. Trunk or treat. Let's see if sister answered that yet. As far as trick or treat goes, again, I don't think any church should be doing anything Halloween. If they want to, I don't know, have a little, if they want to have like a little party, so to speak, or cake or something, and ice cream or something for the kids, all right. But as far as dressing up as trunk or treaters when people open their trunk, yeah, I don't agree with that, sister. I don't agree with the Halloween thing. I mean, like I said, if they, I mean that's that sounds kind of dangerous in a way too. But I mean, if it, I mean, I'm trying to explain this in the best way. If a church wants to do something, maybe like a fundraiser. Again, I wouldn't promote, the dressing up as anything, but they're going to tell you it's for the kids. I disagree with that. But I mean, if the trunks are in a parking lot or something of the church, doing something, dressing like Dracula or Goblin or Freddy Krueger or something, I don't agree with. And to celebrate, Halloween's basically a celebration of the dead. I know other countries have that celebration. Mexico does something like that, I believe. But I wouldn't do anything like that. I mean, like I said, if they want to have something for the kids, just, I don't even know what that would be. Can't call it Halloween, but I wouldn't do it. But most Christians would disagree and say, "Oh, it's for the kids. It's not hurting anybody." But I wouldn't do it personally. Yeah, I mean, it could be compromising, like what I'm saying, but I'm trying not to compromise, sister. Like I said, I wouldn't celebrate anything that's demonic or has to do with sometimes celebrating the dead. I wouldn't do that. So again, I wouldn't call it Halloween. I would have to do something with God. But again, they're not going to do that. If you want to celebrate Jesus Christ, if you want to do a day like that, then that'd be fine. You want to hand out candy? Candy's nothing. It's not evil. Candy, cake. You want to do that for the kids? Sure, I can't. It's not evil. It's food. But if you want to celebrate a day for Jesus, a special day. Now every day is special for Christ, but kids are still in the learning process, so they're not like adults who we have to celebrate every day. But something like that, yeah, I would do that. Have like a Jesus Day or a Saints Day, because we're all saints in Christ. So something like that I would do. But demonic and dressing up like Michael Myers, and look, I did it as a kid. I mean, I scared the whole neighborhood one day, but I didn't know what I know now. And it's good for them to learn at a young age. So I definitely wouldn't do it. One lady's turning her car into nose. That's it. See, there you go. Something like that, sister. I would definitely promote. Have it biblical. So that's a good idea. Yeah, have it biblical. Have like Noah's Ark or something you could dress the car. Or if the kids want to dress like well, I mean, you don't know what the saints dress like, but again, we're all saints. But I'm saying, I mean, yeah, something like that is fine. I mean, that's kind of cool, actually. And you have the candy out of the trunk. That's different. If it's Jesus-based, God-based, then yeah. So no, I wouldn't compromise it. I'll do something on Halloween soon. I usually do it every year. A video and a study. I usually do it, so. But I'll definitely, I'll do it again this year. And Christians should definitely not celebrate Halloween. Like I said, I know most people, even a lot of believers, say it's just for the kids. It's not hurting anyone. No, in a sense, it's not, but it's no good. Today at church, they said for the kids. No, yeah, that's good. I mean, again, yeah, if you want to dress up as, as a plumber or a princess type of thing or a tooth fairy, I guess that's not that bad. Dress up like a fireman. Again, I'm not trying to compromise, but something like that, it's not demonic. So if we could take the demonic out of Halloween, then, there you go. I don't think that's compromising. So I think that's the best way of, analyzing the whole thing. If we could take the demonic out of it, the spooky, the horror, and then people say you're taking our fun away. Well, take it up with Christ. Jesus definitely doesn't want us doing that. One person and then 5 thumbs up. Okay. That's what I mean. Nobody stays in to watch. Nobody stays in to watch the hours for me. I appreciate you coming in, Delcy. So, I'm running a ministry here. I'm not running a hangout. And, I guess it's okay, but... Yeah, see, I don't know. Like I said, 50. I don't know. They're going to do it regardless, sisters. So, again, I'm not trying to compromise, but they're going to do it regardless. So, at least if they could take out the demonic of it, then it's an improvement. So I would definitely start from there. They take out the demonic. But this is a good conversation, and like I said, I'll be doing a video on Halloween, and I don't agree with it, and a Christian shouldn't agree with it again, but the churches are going to do it regardless, and even the Jewish people have their own Halloween. Doesn't make it right. I'm just saying they have their own Halloween. Well, this turned out to be a nice conversation between me and you, sister, and I appreciate you keeping me company. And like I said, it's time for me to move on, and I've tried the best that I can here, and I try to be brothers and sisters with everybody, and friends with people. But if they don't want my friendship, if they don't want to be my brother or sister, that's on them. I will not reach out to you anymore. Just like they praise teams. Yeah, I could care less about sports. I mean, I'll watch it here and there, but I could care less. But I'm going to go. Again, Sister Delcy, thank you for coming in. You're always commenting on my videos now, and I appreciate that support. And the Lord does too. The Lord watches everything that we're doing, and obviously, and when we help spreading the word, and you're doing a good thing. I'm just a brother like everybody else, but God has me on the front lines, and the front lines are very tough. There's a lot of weaponry coming at you. And I will, sister. But Delcy, have a great day, sister. Thank you for coming in and keeping me company, and God bless you all. I'm not showing any hate here, but you want to walk away and you don't want to be part of this, sorry. I wish you the best of luck. God bless.